What do sausages, classic cars, and this boat have in common? Today's guest on Cruising New England, Lou DiLuigi.
You know, Lou, I wasn't expecting a ride on a beautiful yacht today. This is awesome.
Well, it's a gorgeous day for it, and I can't wait to take you down and see my restoration shop. Got some nice cars for you to look at.
Well, I can't wait to go, and I understand we're going to even ride in a classic car up to your shop.
1967 SS 396, triple black. It'll be a nice ride.
Hey, let's get on it.
Let's get moving.
Lou, I can't wait to take this baby out on the street.
Let's get rolling.
It all started with the DiLuigi Sausage Company nearly 60 years ago, and this made it possible for Lou and his family to live out his dream of restoring classic cars. And what do you get for all that hard work?
Hopefully we can pull in $200,000 on this car.
What do I do?
All that and sausages on Cruising New England.
Making your first sausage.
We're ranked in the top 10 nationally and going for #1.
McMulkin Chevrolet is one of the largest dealers of new and pre-owned Corvettes in the country, with over 50 Corvettes, including the ZR1 in stock and ready for immediate delivery. In the pursuit of your sports car, make it the true American sports car, the Corvette. Or maybe it's the brand new 2010 Camaro. If it's new, pre-owned, or hard to find, McMulkin Chevrolet is your dealer.
Call today and experience why. McMulkin Chevrolet.
The Thompson Auto Group.
Hi, I'm Jim Grundy, president of Grundy Worldwide Collector Car Insurance. We've been in the business of insuring collector cars since 1947, and we've learned that what collectors need is agreed value coverage at incredibly low rates. So for a legendary service, superior coverage, all at a substantial savings, call Grundy Worldwide or visit us online.
Intercity Lines Incorporated, America's premier enclosed auto transporter, providing enclosed transport throughout the United States. Call 800-221-3936 or visit us on the web.
Cruising New England magazine. Plan your cruise and car show season. Subscribe today at cruisingNewEngland.com or call 508-428-8055.
Imperial Worldwide insulation vinyl siding, copper and seamless aluminum gutters, closet-made shelving systems, and zero-clearance fireplaces. We strive to make the building process easy and fun.
Garage Storage Cabinets of Northern New England offers premier services in custom storage, organizer, and flooring systems for residential and light commercial spaces, specializing in garages, basements, and workrooms. If you are a discriminating person who views your garage or workspace as an extension of your home, you will be absolutely delighted with our products and individualized services. We are a New England family-owned and operated business, so take the next step. To schedule your in-home consultation and pricing, call us today. Welcome back to Cruising New England. The DiLuigi Sausage Company was founded in 1950 by Lou DiLuigi Sr. Today, it's still a family-owned business north of Boston. The success of the company made it possible for Lou DiLuigi and his children to branch out into classic car restoration.
Your father had a lot to do with that too, didn't he?
He had a lot to do with it. His theory was he gave me a knife, put it in my hand, and says, here's your trade, but I'd rather hold a wrench. So I had both. That's where I actually came from.
For Lou, it all begins with Corvettes.
Now, your favorite cars to restore are 65, 66, and 67 Corvettes. Why?
I enjoyed that particular year, and those 3 years is when the big blocks were available. The big blocks are the most fun to drive. They're a lot of horsepower, a lot of torque. It's just a great car to drive.
And also, the big blocks bring in more money, too.
Much more money.
So if you're going to restore the car, you're going to put all the effort into it, you might as well put it into something where the money's going to come back, because it's the same amount of work, basically.
It's no matter what, small block, big block, it's a lot of work. Your big block will bring in your high revenue. Your small block will bring your average paycheck.
All right, Lou, now we're going to have a look at two 66 Corvettes, and they're very, very different. Now, the first one here is this beauty that I know it's one of your pride and joy restorations. Tell us why it's your pride and joy.
Well, you know, we got this car, when we bought this car was a complete total wreck. I mean, the body was horrible, the interior, mechanically, it was just a mess. It was quite a challenge to put back together. On this restoration, I mean, we took it completely off the frame, went through the whole frame, all new parts, whatever was rebuilt right. The interior is absolutely stunning. It's all stock interior. And the car's unique because it's fully powered and it's got air conditioning, which was a rare find for a coupe.
Can we have a look at under the hood?
Sure.
Now, you say this is restored right back to original.
Right back to factory.
What did you do under the hood here?
The motor was completely rebuilt, all done. All the factory wiring, everything in this hood is back to factory specs.
So the thing has been completely painted inside?
Completely
new chrome,
rebuilt,
everything.
painted, new chrome. There's not an old part in the car.
So everything, complete frame-off restoration.
Completely done.
And this was ready to go to auction?
This is ready to go to auction.
Now, we have another Corvette that I see over here. It's another 1966. And unlike this completely frame-off restored Corvette, we have something that is actually in its original condition.
It's close to original condition. You know, there was a couple of modifications done on it, like the carburation and the you know, and the ignition system. But that's common for a car this old.
So what are you going to do to this?
On this particular car, we're going to take it back right to factory specs.
Okay.
Put it back to factory, right back to where you pick it up in 1966. This is in pretty good shape underneath-wise. It was well kept. It had to be a garaged car. There's no rot, no rust under it. So we'll probably go through it mechanically, front to back, check the suspension, make sure everything's in very good working order, and we'll take it out for auction.
So would you call this a quick flip?
Well, this is a pretty quick flip. This one here is not going to take much to do.
So now you have an all-stock restoration, which is your favorite. Now, I know you do some bills that aren't. So let's talk a little bit about the difference between the two.
On the bills, the bills can be really nice. You know, you trick the car out really nice. You get an older car, you put air conditioning in it, power windows, power brakes, leather interior, navigation, good size motor, automatic, a good pearl paint job, nice rims. I mean, you can really go over the top with it and do an excellent job. On an original, you want to bring the car back to factory specs. You know, original paint, original interior, the number matching motor, the same transmission, same rear end, and it was just like the car came out in that year out of the factory.
What also makes restoration interesting for Lou is when to go all stock versus custom.
Tell us a little bit about the rear end.
The rear end's very heavy duty rear end, a lot of chrome in the car, special shocks, coilover shocks. The gas tank is chrome, the electric fuel pump running down to the front. As you're walking down to the front, the drive shaft's all chrome, hooked up to an automatic transmission. The transmission's all chromed out, the oil pan's chromed. Special A-frame in the front, and there again, coilover shock, and very, very heavy-duty frame to handle the horsepower of this motor.
All right, so now here we're looking at a completely custom. Now we're going to look at an all-stock on your 57.
Right.
Lou, there's a big difference between the 55 custom and this all-stock 57.
Yes, there is. You notice there's no chrome underneath the car. You got your galvanized regular tank, leaf spring suspension, which is very common for this year, light duty. Rear end is not as heavy. Drive shaft's a little not as heavy and not well balanced like that one would be. This is like an X frame, which was very common back then. And as you continue to go forward, it's got a 2-speed automatic transmission, and there again, it's all cast iron. The thing weighs a ton. The suspension is regular A-frame suspension from the factory, not as heavy as what you'd see in the custom. It wouldn't handle as good.
Big difference between the two.
Big, big difference, big difference.
Are there any limits to how much money you put into these vehicles? Because sometimes you can go overboard and maybe it may end up being a bad investment for you.
It's, you know, you got to be careful because it could be unlimited. You want to actually set a goal, a price tag. You know, basically the tag to see that everybody seems to afford is probably between $80,000 to $125,000. So you probably want to stay within that realm and, you know, not exceed putting more into it than that.
When we return, we'll see how much work goes into restoring a car that's ready for auction.
Now what?
There's only one place to go, Modern Auto Body. We'll estimate the damage and assist with the insurance paperwork. Your vehicle's frame is laser checked to ensure exact alignment. Repairs are performed by ICAR and ASC certified technicians using OEM parts. A computerized system analyzes existing paint color and formulates an exact match. Modern's temperature-controlled bake booth then hardens the finish. Upon completion, your vehicle will be in perfect pre-accident condition.
Cruisin' New England Productions advertising and sponsorship opportunities. Cruisin' New England magazine has been updating auto enthusiasts with event information and special features for over 15 years. Cruisin' New England, the Fun Car Show series, includes the Elite Dream Machines at Mohegan Sun, the All Wheels Nationals on Cape Cod, the Super Wheel Showdown on City Hall Plaza, Boston, and the Spooktacular Cruisin' Classic. Cruisin' New England with Paul Manette on Nesson showcases magnificent collections of automobiles, memorabilia, collectibles, cruise night, and car show segments. For more information, call 508-428-8055.
Vintage Auto Sales, specializing in brass era and classic automobiles from 1910 through the 1940s. Totally and partially restored vehicles, vintage motorcycles, and parts. Check out our website.
Coker Tire Company offers vintage tires for collector vehicles from the late 1890s through the mid-1970s. Call today at 1-800-251-6336 or visit online at cokertire.com. BASF, the chemical company, leading supplier of automotive custom paint finishes, featuring 12 new custom colors created by Chip Foose exclusively through BASF. Distributor information at www.basfrefinish.com.
Intercity Lines Incorporated is America's premier enclosed auto transporter with service to all 48 states. Intercities features 53-foot air ride trailers equipped with lift gates for level loading of all vehicles. Intercity's drivers are the most experienced in the auto transport business and treat each car as if it was their own. Intercity provides transport services for car owners, auto manufacturers, dealers, museums, auto auctions, concours, and racing events. Call us toll-free or visit our website. Welcome back to Cruisin' New England and Lou DiLuigi's Classic Car Collection. Lou's specialty is restoring mid-60s Corvettes.
You don't cut any corners.
No, there's no, to me, I want somebody to buy a car. I want somebody to be extremely happy with the car. I go front to back, inside and out. Every part is been replaced or restored, and I just don't pull the parts out, sandblast them, paint them, and put them back in, because that's really not restoration. You know, to me, restoration is putting the car back to factory specs and making the car run and perform as good as the day it come out of the factory.
Now this is how they come in.
Lou's son Robbie took us through some of the stages of a complete restoration.
I can't even see the vision of you seeing this vehicle finished like that beautiful Corvette we saw.
Well, it has a lot of potential. It's one panel at a time, and just go from there. Make your lines straight, and one panel at a time.
Where did you find this one?
This one I found up in Maine. It used to be a former smash-up derby car on the ice up on a lake, and I think I got my hands full.
Okay, Robbie. So I know now you're gonna get rid of the rear clip.
Yes, gonna get rid of the rear clip. Make sure the bonding strips are in place.
All right. When you say bonding strips, show us what you mean.
The bonding strips are where the panels actually are glued together on each side, so there's a lot of for originality. That's what Corvette collectors actually look for, where they're actually with a top panel.
So where this comes off.
The back, yep.
So when you're done here, this will be gone, yes, and this is going to stay.
Yes.
Okay. And on the front, we're talking about the hood is going to be gone, but all of this is going to stay.
This is going to stay, yes.
So really, you're talking about 30% of this vehicle is going to be gone, and it's going to be replaced with new parts. And what about the interior? The doors?
The doors are workable. The hinges really don't need too much work. Once we actually clean this up, do some fiberglass work on the inside, find any issues that need to be fixed, we take care of that. And it's just step by step, breaking down one thing at a time.
We can restore a car frame on, but the car's never been removed from the frame. So you actually can't really restore the frame right. we do a frame off, we take the body right off the frame, completely disassemble the frame.
And that's the way you really have to do.
That's the right way to do it.
Because if you don't, there could be problems